If your goal is to just look and feel amazing as you age, are you better off like going to the gym or working out at home incredibly hard, like 3-4 times a week for an hour, neglecting sleep, not eating well, eating whatever you want? Or are you better off just living an active, healthy lifestyle, eating good quality food, getting adequate sleep, not pushing yourself too hard at work? I would say hands down, the second option is much better. Like for example, I get like middle-aged guys coming to my gym, or middle-aged women, say 50 years old, coming to my gym. They're workaholics. They want a trainer that's gonna just push them. You know, they say to me, you know, Mike, I wanna eat whatever I want. I just wanna come to the gym. I want you to push me as hard as possible for an hour, like 3-4 times a week. And I always sit them down and say, hey, you know, it really doesn't make sense to train like that. It's toxic to the body. You're gonna wind up with problems. You're much better off just living an active, healthy lifestyle. A little bit of hard resistance training or a little bit of high intensity type aerobics is okay, but in short duration. So in this video, I wanna map out like an exact active lifestyle program that you should follow if you wanna grow older and look and feel your very best. Let's go over this active lifestyle day. The first thing you wanna do when you wake up in the morning is have a nice big glass of water. I recommend mineral water like a Pellegrino. Pellegrino is high in minerals, magnesium, has a little bit of electrolytes like sodium in it. And then without even thinking, put on your sneakers and go take a 30-minute walk, no matter what. If it's raining out, have rain gear in the house. It's nice if you have a treadmill in the house, that would be great too. But go take a 30-minute walk, maybe the singular best thing you can do for your health. Then when you come back from your walk, sit down in a chair, and this is what I want you to do, a mini meditation. I want you to do 4-7-8 breathing. All that means is that you're gonna sit down, you're gonna breathe in for 4 seconds, you're gonna hold that breath for 7 seconds, and then you're gonna slowly blow it out for 8 seconds, and you're only gonna do that 4 times. Incredible way to release stress. Plus, once you start doing this every morning, you can use that 4-7-8 breathing anytime during the day when you feel you need it. You're stuck in traffic, you're freaking out, do your 4-7-8 breathing. Whatever's stressing you, take a 2-minute break and do 4-7-8 breathing. Okay, now the next thing you want to do after that, you know, maybe it's time for yourself to jump in the shower, get yourself ready for your day. But then when it comes to eating breakfast, you have a couple of options. One thing is you can skip breakfast. I'm a big believer in intermittent fasting, where you intermittently, a few days a week, skip breakfast. A typical protocol is 16-8, where you fast for 16 hours, taking all your calories within an hour eating window. There's so many hormonal benefits to being in a fasted state. So you can skip breakfast, maybe just have black coffee, just have green tea. But if you want to have something, I'm a big believer in the whole natural food diet, low in carbohydrates, high in natural fats with adequate amount of protein. So what I would consider to be an ideal breakfast is 2 hard-boiled eggs, say, with half an avocado. You got your proteins, you got your healthy fats, you know, you got your fiber from the avocado. Incredible way to start your day. Now, the second component of living a healthy, active lifestyle is just moving around as much as possible during the day. And not necessarily sprinting and killing yourself, just taking the steps instead of the elevator, not parking close to the store building you're going into, just moving around, drinking a lot of water during the day. You're supposed to drink half your weight in ounces of water every single day. So if you're 200 pounds, you want to drink 100 ounces of water. Now, the third thing I like to recommend is it's always good to do a little activity to burn some calories before you eat, before you take in calories. So before lunch, say it's 1 o'clock, take a 10-minute walk, just like you did for breakfast. You took that 30-minute walk before you ate something. Take a 10-15-minute walk before you have lunch. There's a little science behind that too. Like for example, when you're eating food, you're eating carbohydrates, right? The body produces insulin to store away those excess calories in the form of glycogen, your muscle in your liver. That's where carbs are stored and fat is stored away in the fat cells. When you burn energy, like when you exercise, when you take a nice easy walk for say 10 to 15 minutes, you're priming your body to store away those excess calories better. You're kind of increasing your insulin sensitivity. So by taking a 10-15 minute walk before lunch is a great way to help you store away the excess calories from that lunch. And then what I consider to be a healthy lunch is the same formula for breakfast. You want to eat a whole natural food diet. So what I would say an ideal lunch would be, I love sardines, maybe a can of sardines, right? Maybe I love eating fermented foods all the time. Maybe you have some sauerkraut or pickles with that. See, fermented food feeds the good bacteria within your stomach. And then you also want some fibrous type thing. If you had half an avocado for breakfast, have the other half for lunch. So maybe sardines, avocado, maybe a pickle or some sauerkraut. Ideal lunch. You can bring it to work with you. You can make it at home. There's no cooking involved. That's living a healthy, active lifestyle, eating good, healthy, nutritious foods. Now, this is what you should do later in the day, say right before dinner. I want you to do some type of resistance training, increase your muscle mass, maintain your muscle mass right before you have dinner. And there are 3 basic exercises you can do at home that are so simple. They're body weight squats, push-ups, and planks. It's gonna condition and strengthen your entire body. And right below this video, I'm gonna give you a link. Just send me your email. I'll send you back a link where you can watch 3 videos explaining how to do these 3 exercises properly. It's gonna take you 10-15 minutes. It is gonna increase your muscle mass. Plus, it's gonna create the same scenario for lunch, doing activity before you're taking calories. It's gonna help you store away your excess calories from dinner in a healthier, better way, increase your insulin sensitivity. And your dinner should be very similar to lunch. Maybe you can have a little bit more. Like an ideal dinner, you can have, say, an 8-ounce piece of like wild caught salmon, and I like it to have 2 different colored vegetables, different vitamins, different minerals and vegetables. Like you want to have, say, broccoli with, say, red beets, or you want to have cauliflower with string beans. Pick 2 different colored vegetables with your protein source, and you're just good to go. Do that. You're going to be increasing your health, your longevity. You're going to be doing amazing. Now, the final thing I want to do to make sure you're living just a good, healthy life is you have to get a good night's sleep. You have to sleep 7, 8, 9 hours a night, no matter what. There's so many negative health complications that come from not sleeping well. If you're not sleeping well, you're stressed out, whether you realize it or not. Your cortisol levels are elevated. When you have, cortisol is like the stress hormone, the fight or flight hormone. When cortisol levels are high, your body becomes insulin resistant, meaning that insulin is not working properly to store away these excess calories. It can lead to metabolic syndrome, can lead to diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, all these negative things. Even if you're eating healthy, but you're not sleeping well, it could be because you're not getting a good night's sleep. So you have to start prepping yourself before bed. Now, you can't be watching TV right until the minute you go to sleep. You can't be, doing work and on the computer. You really have to wind yourself down. Maybe you can read before bed. You just have to relax. Maybe you can do your 4-7-8 breathing right before bed. I also recommend you blacking out, getting rid of all the light in your bedroom. Doing the thing, keeping your room a little bit cooler. Do whatever you can. Sometimes even taking a shower or a bath right before bed, not necessarily hot, could be a good idea to help you get a good night's sleep. Spend the time, take the time to ensure that you're getting a good, proper night's sleep. Let's go over a quick review of what the ideal healthy day looks like. Number 1, you're gonna wake up first thing in the morning, drink some water, take a 30-minute walk. Either you're gonna skip breakfast or have just like a little bit of protein, a little bit of carbs for breakfast. Then you're gonna just be active all during the day. You're gonna take the steps instead of an elevator. You're gonna park far away from where you're going to get some more walking in, okay? Then right before lunch, you're gonna take a 10-15 minute walk. You need a healthy, whole food, natural lunch. In the afternoon, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna be active. You're gonna be moving around whenever possible. Then right before dinner, you're gonna do 10, 15 minutes of some resistance training to increase the muscle mass in your body. You need whole, healthy, natural food, dinner, and then you're gonna make sure you're gonna get a good night's sleep by prepping yourself before sleep. Now, if you wanna learn more about just getting into amazing shape, let's say you wanna learn more about intermittent fasting, check out this playlist of videos.